Welcome to Lost Girl Therapy. As somebody who grew up pretty pessimistic and had a negative outlook on the majority of life, and I was always like a worst case scenario type of person, just because I was very anxious, like I never got in a car without knowing where we were going because I didn't trust that it was going to be someplace fun. I always like double checked like the stove, that my door was locked because I was afraid someone's going to break in. I couldn't go to sleep at night unless my parents were home. Like high anxiety child. As somebody who grew up like that, you might be wondering, how did I reduce my anxiety? Now, a lot of it was through energy work, but I recently just read this book, and it encapsulates every single thing that I have learned over the years much more succinctly than me trying to like give you the step by step. This is not an ad. I literally just like picked this up at the bookstore by accident because I was going for the other version of her book, The Secret, it's on my thing, The Secret of Love, Health, and Money. But this is the only one they had in the store. So by coincidence, I picked this up. This book was an absolute game changer in the fact that it summarized all of the initial concepts that I have had throughout my years of being an energy practitioner, a therapist, and figuring out how to reduce anxiety. But the part that this book does that absolutely altered my way of thinking was discussing the law of attraction and gratefulness. Now, I don't do toxic positivity. That is something that has always been a hallmark of like my practices. Even some affirmations, I'm like, it feels like I'm tricking my brain. The notion of just being grateful for the things around you was eye-opening, and it was very freeing and heartfelt and made me feel lighter and brighter and better, and continues to make me feel that way. And I have had many conversations throughout this week with clients where I've like been discussing this book with them. And it's so interesting to me because when we do an exercise about just like closing your eyes, sitting there and saying like, I am so grateful that I did this. I am so grateful that I can afford to live on my own. I am so grateful that I live in a city that I wanted to try. I'm so grateful that I have friends who come and visit me. Like me just saying that right now, my heart chakra is lighting up 10,000 times more than it ever has in any version of a manifestation or a third eye viewing that I've done previously. There is magic in the world. I've always known that and believed that, even in my most pessimistic or negative outlook of times, but I never felt like I could capture it for myself. And if you're somebody who feels the same way, I would highly recommend reading this book. Is it manifestation heavy? Yes. Is it outside of the logical brain thinking? Also yes. But is there something there that just makes you feel happier and a little bit more relaxed and excited about facing the day? Yes. And for me, those three things are game changers, especially when you are doing heavy client interaction work. Energy work is part of the reason why I don't take on clients' emotions. So I get that question like asked a lot of like, how are you able to do this work day in and day out and not take it home with you? And the short answer is I clear after every single thing. But in addition to clearing, I now do gratefulness exercises. I'm so grateful that I have clients that I get to talk to every day. I am so grateful that they trust me enough to come and to session and share what they're going through. I am so grateful that I changed my life to be here. And my heart chakra is on fire right now in the best way. So if you want to experience that feeling, I would highly recommend it. Like I said, I bought this book by accident. Sometimes the universe just works in mysterious ways, and it works out for the better.